Hi guys, Fenz here, Coach Fenz from FTP Training at the Watts Factory, the sort of nerve centre for FTP training down here in Nowra in New South Wales. It's coaching tips with Fenz time. Okay, so what we're going to look at today is why is a power meter better than a heart rate monitor? We've talked about in previous Friday Tips with Fenz about training with power, what is threshold power, but why is a power meter better than a heart rate monitor? Again, there are various reasons for this, but the reality of it is that heart rate does not respond instantly to the demands we place upon the body. So, for instance, you might go for a sprint to a set of traffic lights, but you'll notice if you're looking at your heart rate that you give a maximal effort to go for the sprint for the traffic lights, but your heart rate doesn't actually respond for quite a few seconds afterwards and starts to elevate and continues to elevate after you finish your sprint. That means that obviously if we're monitoring training load or trying to target training intensity based upon heart rate, that often what will happen is that you'll exceed the actual intensity that we're after at the beginning of a session purely because you're waiting for your heart rate to catch up to the demand of the effort. A power meter, remember, measures the mechanical force applied to the pedals. It does it by small strain gauges within the power meter, and they measure the torque applied to the power meter, and then that's multiplied by the revolutions per minute to give us watts. Most power meters at the moment are between plus or minus 2% in accuracy, so they're highly accurate machines, and they instantly provide us with feedback to what's happening and what we've done or what we've applied to the pedals. So if you stomp on the pedals going to a traffic lights, boof, you're at 1,200 watts in the sprint. That's a big effort. Heart rate wouldn't show that and wouldn't quantify that. So you would never really understand the actual demands of the event if we were looking or trying to monitor it via heart rate. One of the biggest sessions that needs to be targeted with a power meter over a heart rate monitor are anaerobic or VO2 sessions. Often and also the very beginning of a race situation. So often, especially in time trials, for instance, I see a rider go off like a bull in a china store. The endorphins are up, the adrenaline's pumping, they're on the start line, they've tapered to the event, they're feeling gangbusters. 3, 2, 1, poof, they're off, bang, they're down the start line, they're out going at it, and they're into time trial position. Fantastic. They feel $1 billion and they look down at their power meter and they're holding 140% of their current threshold. Oh, but it feels easy. Fantastic. I'm going to keep going. Within 2 to 3 minutes, they blow up and have a terrible race. Now, when we look back at that, we analyze it and I can show that rider that, well, you were holding 130% of your current threshold and we know that you can only hold 120% for 3 or 4 minutes. So how on earth are we ever going to hold that for the 30 minutes of the time trial? The reality of it is our mind often doesn't respond and our heart doesn't respond quick enough to the actual demands of the event. A power meter does. So a power meter is by far and away the best method to quantify our training load and intensity. Doesn't lie to us. It responds straight away. It guides us to optimize our performance. All right, guys, if you have any questions on power meters, if you have any questions on training and racing with power, please go on to the comment section of the website. Please give us a call or Facebook message, and we'll do our very best to answer them for you. Okay, guys, I'll catch you out on the trails. Cheers. Bye-bye.